Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 20 past 10. Back at base in the west of Ireland. Was back before noon today. 2 pints last night of fine Guinness. 5.50 ago, not too bad, in the Darnley Hotel in Athboy. It was about 11:15 going to bed. Woke at 5 o'clock. Couldn't go back to sleep. Got up at 6:15. Went down to get the bus. Walk around, check, fill out the book, put in the card. It's back up at 20 past. There was a croissant and a top of tea ready for me. And we headed for the airport at 6:30. So we bid farewell to the Canadians. Mixed views on they were my first trip or tour with Canadians. Different to Americans. First of all, as I told them a couple of times, I said I'd pick you out handier because the dress a bit different to the Americans. They also don't tip in hotels after food. I noticed Americans are fairly good for the 10% service charge. The Canadians, they mustn't tip in Canada. Didn't break their hearts with all they gave me either. After me trying so well, I organised a cake for. We got happy birthday sang. We got happy birthday sang in Middleton, and I got a request done out for at the Celtic Steps in Killarney Racecourse. Brought them to Doolin House, which was 7 o'clock to pick them up at 10 or 5 to 9. I'm supposed to be finished at 6. If that to get a taxi, the 11 of them would pay a tenner a head, I'd say, return. All these little things add up that you do. Americans would be more appreciative, I would have thought, for what I did for them all week. But nice people, but it's just their way. The older people I got on really well with. Hugs and whatever this morning, and one peck on the cheek, and lots of good recommendations they were telling me. But as the old man used to say years ago, it's hard cash that. But anyway, I'm not home for long. Away again in the morning. I have a bus ready, a brand new one, a 22-2 10-seater. Picked her up there a couple hours ago. Now to be in Dublin for 9. And where are we getting? Where are we going? We're going down to the Langers. We're staying in Cork tomorrow night in the Kingsley one night. The only reason I done it, she was stuck, and it's a 4-day tour. I'm going Monday morning, I'll be back Thursday evening. If it was any longer, I'd have said no. But she couldn't get anyone, so I was supposed to be off this week. So seeing that it's 4, and it's and there's 6 or 7 people. So it's one night in Cork, one night in Killarney, and one night, I think it's in Clare somewhere. I didn't look too closely at the itinerary yet. I'll have a quick look before I go to bed. So I'll get this into the oven, and we'll get to bed for a while. Made a few pounds today. We're chugging along nicely in the middle lane. Torrey Vega was out first. Beaten by a 3-year-old. It's awful tough to get a win out of that. I only watched it on the phone. I didn't have a chance to look back at it on the big screen yet to just see about the start. Because I was trying to get the dinner at the time when that race came on at 10 to 2. Second again, but a bit of profit on that. Then Believing drawn the wrong side. If you put them the 2 horses switch sides, you probably have a different result. Bradsill got off to a rocket of a start. Believing slower, closed late, beating the difference of the start. Then it was great to see Kiprios winning again, and good old Bus Horse second, a 1-2 Bus forecast. Forgot about Vauban last night to mention it. To do without the favourite. And then Orazio was an on-runner. It rained too much. And then we had the Song of Few. There was a big gamble on the favourite. I think there's 5s into 9-4. It was all the rage, so it suited us better because we drifted a bit. I always say ground is the key to any horse, but also the trip and also a good ride. As you know well, there's nothing better than a good ride. And Colin Keane done that today. Now, don't be thinking that, lads. I'll put you at the back of the bus. SP at 9-1. It's a bit of change of form for Emmett Mullins. Shout out to Craig Jones, a newcomer on the bus. He was wondering why I was changing hotelly tonight. My answer to him was I was a clown touring the country, doing a tour. I'm a bit of a clown, all right. But I was being sarcastic, Craig. I'm on tour with tourists. That's my job for the summer. Tomorrow, Monday, all day long it's Monday. We have what? We have 1, 2, we got 3 and we got a Shorties Double. I like one here, Mighty Bandit. A mile 3 furlongs and 99 yards. I'd prefer it a little bit longer. Pity it isn't a 1 mile 5 race. I'd be really sweet on it. But Mighty Bandit is the choice. National Hunt enthusiasts will know this horse from the time it ran its very first race for Gordon Elliott. It beat Lark in the morning in maiden hurling Punchestown by 9.5, and Lark in the morning went on to win the Boodles for us at Cheltenham. Then it ran in a grade 2 on Stevens's Day, Boxing Day, to sold in for £420,000. That's a lot of dash. So ran terrible in the Triumph in Cheltenham and pulled up, and then ran equally as bad in a novice hurl at Punchestown. Switched to the flat to try and get a few quid back. It'd be a long time scraping back 420,000. But I won a maiden over 10 furlongs, good to soft ground, beat Kildare Legend. Then it ran in a handicap, but I'm blaming it on the good to firm ground, and it was good to firm the last day. But it showed that it could be not well handicapped, but it could be handicapped to win a race. And the going is good to soft. I prefer it if if there's rain coming. But it comes up on the rail, and this was in a
He's a persistent challenger. Massai Mara behind these, and here coming through very smoothly now is Bableur with the white blaze in the hands of Holly Doyle, and Bableur took it up passing the furlong marker. Hutchins is staying on well, having looked in difficulty, and is gaining on the new leader. It's Bableur. Hutchins is absolutely flying down the outside and will just get there. Hutchins has gone up to beat Bableur.
I blame the good firm ground again for not letting himself down on that ground. Good to soft tomorrow. An extra furlong on soft ground would be really, really sweet on this lad. We're taking a chance. It's a 3-1 shot with 365. 11-4 mostly across the board. Gone into 5-2 now in some places. We have a each way shot here in Thirsk. I think someone said they were going to Thirsk tomorrow. Was it Thirsk or Worcester? Indeed it could have been Kimpton. But there's an each way bet here. They're paying 4 places, a lot of the bookies. Sparkling Red. For a slightly out of form Michael Dodds. But this lad is Lassie is racing off 66 tomorrow. And if we look where it was up to 82. So that's £16 lower. The one off 75 in red car. Thomas Fair's 81 last year. Like behind a wob, behind another bear. Decent horses there. But the last day it was fourth in Haydock. Fourth of 12. But if we look what happened there. Did it disappear on me? Hold on. Oh, we have it. That's her here. She got off to a very tardy start.
Music all reached Char, and Sparkling Red is last of all. Meanwhile, up front, there's little relenting to the speed as Crystal Clear moves to press Oscar's sister. Rapido Girl 3 wide in the grey jacket. Gentle Ellen getting a nice trail in. Then Clasina, who is towards the inside running rail. Daisy 2 for Tom Marquand, and then Kindest Nation. Towards the inside, No Nay Nikki is trying to weave a passage. Plenty of traffic between self and the front, and likewise noisy music. Sparkling Red and Ribble Radiant trying to get going. Crystal Clear has set her stall out and gone for home. Clasina in company as well with Gentle Ellen right from the back, trying to stay on. We have Kindest Nation, and also staying on is Sparkling Red. Inside the last, it's Crystal Clear. Kindest Nation, still Sparkling Red stays on into third. Crystal Clear, Kindest Nation coming as the line lunges, and at the line it may well be that
He wasn't too busy on her, was he? Oh, hope. There we go. Getting good at this. Well, getting better. So, who was riding it that day? I forgot to have a look. Conor Beasley tomorrow. Was Beasley on her that day? Derek Nolan. Beasley was on it, went to second before. So he knows the horse. And he was on it when it won. Isn't that good enough to back it each way that he'd be trying anyway? And then off we go to Laytown. That was sort of in my head. If I wasn't on this tour, I was thinking, I might go to Laytown tomorrow because it's I wasn't there in a few years. Anyway, what have we at Laytown? The 4:35, very first race of the day. Dream Today is a hot favourite, won it last year. I priced at 13.8. The horse that won a couple of times for us before it has never run on this stuff. Is a 10-to-1 there is Gordon Bennett. There'll be only 11 running, isn't it? Ten, 3 reserves. Gordon Bennett has 75. This is a shot in the dark. It could split our stakes. It's 75, but it won for us off what? 80 and 90 a couple of times before. That was in 22. But it's down in the ratings. That was 90, like it's down, what, 12, 15 pound. So you could back it each way. You could back it also without the fav each way. But if the fav did go off and win, and if you're even fourth, it's 9-1 without the fav. Go back that each way because they're paying 3 places. That'd be second, third, and fourth if the favourite goes. Because if you back it at 10-1, you'd only get 6-4 on your money. Anyway, there's 2 hot pots here tomorrow, and everything is weighted for them to win. But as we know, it is not that simple. But we can do a double. One is Jeaniemacroney. We're back to before when it was second to the comedian's horse, Mayo for Sam. But it won over hurdles. It's rated 111. It was second in that handicap the last day, and it was put up £8. So it's 72 rated horse. If you look at the ratings in the race, what, 72, 46, 46, 41, 56, 53. The only one near it is Red Special, but that seems to be out of form. That's back in trip as well. Aidan McGuinness is like, they're 48. Longin 63. That could be a danger with, what do you call him up? Call him Keane. Usually Willie Haggis. So let's say that everything in his favour if it runs his race, and then the same applies in the last race, qualified riders race. They're all carrying 12 stone, bar the two mares. They carry the £5 allowance and what? £10. Quar Shamar is rated 90. Tough Talk 83. Will be given £7 in a handicap. And with John Gleeson's £5, it'll actually be getting £5. So that's £12 well in. So like the figures say that them two horses should win tomorrow. Now, as I said earlier, it's not that simple. So we can do a double. If it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So you have 13 to 8 and 6 to 4. You know, you get, what's that, over 4 to 1 shot for the double. At Worcester, maybe someone said they were going to Worcester. I was looking at it there. I'm not national huntman this time of the year because form is in and out the window, but there's a lot of trainers there and they're in septic bad form. One in reasonable form is Dan Skelton. One Bermudez as a 5-year-old. So 12 to 1 shot might be worth a couple of quid each way for anyone, whoever, if they were going to the track. It's pulled up the last year, but they had a decent run behind Piffo in Class 2 before that. Won a couple of races there, and it was rated 86 at its height on the flat. So that at 86 and 40 would be 126, so it could be still nicely handicapped. Let's see what price it is. 12 to 1 earlier there. Tens, 12s, 14s. Bearing 4 places. I'm not going to write this up. Anyone that's listening in understands the way I'm saying it. So let's get this into the oven. Let's get to bed. I'll have to get up at 5:45. So bash the bookies over and out.